Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, and today, once again, we are going to be talking about the LS story, hopefully giving you guys, at least to the best of my abilities, the most up-to-date information. I know I've said this a couple times now, but with a story like this that is so dynamic, now especially with LS being over in Korea, time zones are different. When I'm awake, when he's awake, streaming, saying stuff, when, America, Europe, all these different places are awake, doing stuff, new information is always going to be coming out in a video like this that is recorded and then put together and then packaged, delivered, and then uploaded, at a later date. My videos are never going to have the information that is the most up to date by the time you are watching. I know my last LS video had a ton of comments like, when I recorded that video, some of the stuff hadn't happened yet, and everyone's commenting like, oh, this happened, you didn't include this, like, oh, you're so biased. It's like, no, it's just, that stuff didn't exist yet when I recorded that video. So I hope you guys do understand that. And again, in this video today, to the best of my knowledge, I'll be going over the latest information I think is the most pertinent at this time. Because there's definitely been some very, very big updates. But by the time you see this video, there may be some bigger updates. And if there is, I will most likely cover them as well in the next video when it's actually possible to cover it, because, again, if that stuff comes out in the future, then me right now hasn't seen that stuff yet. I'm not, trying to do anybody dirty. I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes, nothing like that. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Channel has been doing amazingly lately. I've been loving the numbers, the interaction, the likes, everything that we've been getting. It's been absolutely awesome, and I can't do it without you guys. I know hitting 10,000 subscribers is a really, really awesome goal. That's been cool. And that numbers seemed crazy at one point, and I still can't believe it in some ways, but 20,000 maybe next. 100,000 is my ultimate goal, so let's keep running the numbers up. With that being said, let's get right into this. This is one thing I did want to start out with. Fiat on Fire. There's obviously a ton of great reporters, journalists, whatever, in the esports and League of Legends world. Who knows what Jacob Wolf is doing. I know there's been some guys like Bloop saying that they're diving into this whole story, but Fion and Wooloo, they are two of the best as well. They said, me and LEC Wooloo have been talking to numerous sources around the LS situation, and have locked down some details on things that happened, so they know something, it sounds like. But they are not going to publish or post anything until we talk to more people and make sure we get a complete story. That's pretty standard, verifying stuff with multiple different sources, wanting to get legit stories, wanting to get things to the best of their info, so they're not spreading false information, so they're not spreading lies, misinformation, whatever. This reply from LCS Goldfish is funny. He said, so the article you posted is nothing new, and yeah, it's kind of true. It wasn't that amazing of an article. It's just the bag. It's not like a crazy article. It's just kind of his fan Q&A stuff. So I don't fault him. And obviously everyone wants to take advantage of this LS stuff because it's a big story. It gets a lot of clicks. It gets a lot of interaction, a lot of engagement, all that. But yeah, we might have something coming out from Fion and Wooloo and a lot of other people here soon. I know some other journalists seem like they're getting really, really close to having some stuff that they're going to be able to post as well. Who knows? But hey, that's kind of exciting. But the biggest update, I do think, up until this point of this whole situation, LS streamed, I guess, yesterday, this morning, last night. I don't know exactly when it was, but he streamed sometime recently. Obviously, he left Los Angeles, got back to Korea. He's been streaming, and this was one of the things that came out of that. Here's a screenshot from that stream where, he has a notepad up just so he doesn't have to say it a million times, so everyone that comes in sees it, so we can actually talk about other stuff I'm sure that he wants to talk about. He had this up. He said, "Can't say much. Lawyers are handling things." And I'm not sure how everyone is taking this. I'm just me. I only see what I see. I see stuff on Twitter. I see stuff on Reddit. I see stuff all over the place. And I think for the most part, a lot of people are taking this as like, oh, LS has an NDA. Oh, LS is, I don't know, doing what his lawyers are preparing something. They're either looking over the contract, they're maybe getting ready to file a lawsuit, maybe he's going to sue him, maybe, they're trying to get in some kind of argument for breach of contract, or they're trying to get, LS some more money or some more damages or perks or what, I don't know. But I do think most people are taking this as, hey, LS wants to tell us a full story. Hey, LS wants to dunk on Cloud9. He wants to, get on the side of everyone else where everyone is saying, hey, C9 fucked up. They screwed over LS. They're this terrible organization. We're moving on. We're never supporting them again. Fuck Cloud9, this type of stuff, which has been most of the opinions out on the internet right now. And I think it's possible, maybe LS is going to tell the full truth. And maybe the full truth that at least that he's going to tell is going to make Cloud9 look really, really bad. Maybe it's going to fire people up all over again. That's very, very possible. I'm not counting that out, but I'm just, again, wanting to be on the side of, hey, there's always multiple things. One, as always, I do believe there's 3 sides to every story. I know that is extremely cliche, and I don't usually love using cliches, but I think that's one of the ones that rings more true. Obviously, there is the side that C9, from their perspective, that we'll probably never get. We'll probably never get C9's full side of the story unless we have some type of lawsuit or something where they're forced to give statements or whatever, or if LS really, really shits on them to the point where they feel like they need to respond. But if everything stays how it is, C9 will probably never speak much about this again. We also have LS's perspective, which, who knows what that could be? It could be true, could be not true, could be mostly true, could be half true, could be some true, could be totally true. I don't know. But then you likely have the truth somewhere in the middle where, C9 and LS both have extreme incentives to not tell the full truth, to not tell some of the details that maybe make them look not so great. So even if LS does come out and tell all, I still think you have to take that with a little bit of grain of salt. But I don't even know if he's going to do that because LS, at the end of the day, you have to understand, he is a showman. He is a content creator. He is a guy who does this for a living. He loves farming on Twitch. He loves farming on Twitter. He loves farming on YouTube. And when you put up something like this, hey, can't say much, lawyers are handling things. I believe him. I believe his lawyers are handling things behind the scenes. I think there are things going on. I'm sure they are, combing through the contract, seeing if there's anything extra they can get out of this. I'm sure they're combing through the contract, seeing what they're allowed to talk about and not talk about, seeing if there's any things they can say or making sure that LS has full information for hey, man, you can say this, you can't say this. If you say this, you might get in trouble. This might get worse for you, this type of stuff. So I believe his lawyers are looking through a lot of stuff. Again, this is very new. This is very abrupt. I'm sure they weren't planning to be let go 2 weeks into the season. But also when you put out something like this, that does make your fans think oh, hey, man, yes, LS wants to tell us the whole story. He's going to tell us the whole story. He just can't yet. Legal reasons, lawyer reasons. But once that all gets sorted out, then he's going to dunk on Cloud9. Then we're really going to get the truth. Then, we're really going to get the shit on Cloud9. And that's possible, but that also might not happen. He might just be riling things up a little bit. He might just be playing into this whole thing a little bit. He might just be getting people excited, be getting people on the edge of their seat. In the end, he might never tell us anything. He might tell us, something that is kind of a nothing burger, that hey, maybe the truth is not even that crazy. Or, the truth that maybe his fans don't want to accept is he might have been in the wrong in the whole situation too. I'm just saying, again, I have no idea. I'm just presenting different ideas to you guys. It's very possible that LS is going to dunk on Cloud9. It's very possible that LS is in the right in this whole situation. It's very possible that LS's lawyers are about to dunk on Cloud9, who knows. But I'm just thinking about this from a content creator perspective and knowing enough about LS as well and saying that there is other possibilities for sure. And hey, who knows? I don't think he's going to be suing Cloud9 or trying to take them down or anything like that. And yeah, who knows? But some of the other stuff, we had this summary of LS's first stream back posted on Reddit. Current plans, still has a lot of passion for League and got his 3rd win from this experience. Wants to do a bunch of League content from Korea. This is different than what he was kind of saying previously. I know last year there were some clips that came out that was saying, hey, I'm burnt out. Hey, the current schedule and things that I'm doing, I can't do this forever. I probably won't even do this for much longer. Things got to change. So maybe we're going to see, maybe this is a 3rd win. Maybe he's going to have a crazy year where he's doing all kinds of content again. Maybe that'll be short-lived. Maybe that'll be long-lived. Who knows? But it seems like he has the passion, the fire back. Face Check is going to be regular again. He's going to be co-streaming the LCK and wants to do live views from LCS and LEC. He does plan on releasing an official video about his future later, but it's not going to be a drama video. Again, he's saying there, it's not going to be like a Cloud9 tell-all. So that's also why I'm kind of trying to temper people's expectations. Yeah, I don't know. And he does not plan on coaching again in any official position. Says he sacrificed too much in the past 3 months. It was too much risk. Wants to use his current unaffiliated position to help individual pro players, which comes at far less risk. And that's again, hey, that's what he's saying for now. Who knows how long that'll last? Again, things change very, very fast in this industry. If he's going to be around for 3, 5, 10 more years, I think it is kind of hard to rule out that stuff entirely. But hey, I'm just passing along the information of this is what he is saying. He also did comment on the C9 situation a little bit. Lawyers are handling a lot of stuff. As a result, there's a lot LS cannot say. LS hopes that his reputation for being transparent, open on stream historically makes it clear that these legal reasons are why he won't say much. Again, we'll see. Easier said than done. And who knows what he can and can't say even ever. Obviously, there is, laws, contracts, clauses, all this stuff in place. LS says that he needed to get a lawyer for this. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but take that how you will. His visa situation is a mess in Korea due to his abrupt return. I'm sure that is a nightmare to be dealing with right now. I can't even imagine. And he thinks what little time he had on C9 showed the value of a lot of what he's been preaching. Looks at Blabber with a totally different and better perspective. He was historically shitting on Blabber kind of before he joined C9. Says fans shouldn't be negative towards Max. Was sad to leave, but had a lot of support. And thinks people should still be excited to watch C9 and support the players and staff. And that, that's at the end of the day, that kind of, he keeps saying this. He put out public statement on Twitter, saying a lot of good things about Cloud9. He says this in his stream here, saying a lot about Cloud9. That's what also is kind of making me think he's not going to come out and dunk on Cloud9, and that the truth might not be as exciting or scandalous as whatever as a lot of LS fans might hope for or might lead you to believe. And even LS is kind of leading on by, again, saying, hey, hold up, guys, I can't say anything yet. I'm getting lawyered up. But then, again, saying that, hey, still be excited to watch that Cloud9, support the players and staff. If I got fucked over by some place and I was about to do some tell-all, beheading publicly of Cloud9 and we were about to, really go for their throats, I wouldn't be telling you guys, hey, a lot of the Cloud9 staff's pretty good. You guys should still support them. They're going to be amazing. They're going to be awesome. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off there. But that's just kind of my thoughts and perspective on the whole thing. Also, one interesting thing I did want to bring up is Dominic Callis, the VP of esports for TSM, was recently on Hotline League. TSM also fired a coach, 1 or 2 weeks into the season or whatever. And Travis Gafford asked him, or Travis and Mark asked Dominic Callis about that, or maybe he got asked by it on a comment or something like that. I don't know exactly what happened. But anyway, Dominic said, I cannot speak on the coaching change we had due to a law in California. Obviously, the entire LCS is based out of California. Obviously, Cloud9 is under a lot of those same rules. So if Dominic Callis is saying that TSM can't really speak on the firing of the coach that they had, that might give us a lot of insight and a lot of reason into why Cloud9 was not able to say so much about the firing of LS as well. Because again, those same laws, those same clauses, those same contractual obligations are going to be in effect for TSM and Cloud9. They're literally based out of the same states, the same cities, have most of the same stuff going on, at least, to my knowledge. That's my assumption. So that could be a reason of why potentially Cloud9 can't say some stuff. And then, if LS is coming out and saying, hey, I needed a lawyer, I can't say stuff right now because of lawyer things, maybe Cloud9 is in that same situation. So maybe that might be a reason for people to cut them some slack there. Maybe even if they wanted to say more, maybe they also, people are saying, oh, maybe LS has an NDA, maybe he legally can't say stuff or contractually can't say stuff, yada, yada, yada. Understand that a lot of this stuff goes both ways. If LS can't do this stuff, then Cloud9 can't do it either. And that might, make this whole thing make a lot more sense to why we didn't get more from them. Because they also probably can't say much. And probably wouldn't want to anyway, again, because it would make them look bad by, potentially making LS look bad. But I don't know. That's kind of my summary of all the latest stuff that we have heard. I do think it is a very, very big update and something that I saw a ton of people talking about, the fact that LS, has these lawyers involved. Who knows what's going to happen next with that? But it is kind of the next big update of, stringing us along in this whole situation. The story that will not go away. LS fired from C9. C9 puts out their crazy, cringe, whatever, horrible statement. And then now LS has got some lawyers, and it sounds like they have something up their sleeve potentially. I don't know, but it is stopping us from, taking the next step in this whole story. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Tell me, drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this whole story. What do you think about the lawyers getting involved? You think that's interesting, exciting, lame? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. But until then,